gentleman yields back. I will have a brief second round of questions. Myself, Ms. Buetow. On April 28, 2022, the committee held a hearing entitled Oversight of the Department of Homeland Security, with DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas testifying as the witness. Chairman Jordan, then in his capacity as ranking member, requested information as to whether 42 individuals on the terrorist screening database who were encountered at our southwest border were released into the United States. Despite Secretary Mayorkas saying, quote, "Congressman, I will deliver you a response," end quote, this committee still does not have this information. In the meantime, the department has encountered another 136 individuals on the terrorist screening database between our ports of entry at the southwest border. Chairman Jordan repeated this request for information in a May 2nd, 2022 letter to DHS, which was reiterated in the January 17th, 2023 letter containing an itemized list of all outstanding requests. When will the department provide the committee with the number of illegal aliens on the terrorist watch list who have been encountered at the southwest border and subsequently released into the United States, as well as the current status and disposition of each of these cases?
Congresswoman, I can appreciate your question and your patience. We are currently in the process of scheduling a classified briefing for both members and cleared staff. We at the department want to be responsive while also, respecting our obligations to privacy, national security, and other interests.
Do you have any sense of the timeline for setting said classified briefing?
Thank you. I can get right back to your staff today, actually, with more of a timeline. I know the conversations are ongoing.
And on November 22nd, 2022, then Ranking Member Jordan and Senator Grassley requested information from the department regarding the categorical parole program created for Venezuelan nationals. The department partially responded to this letter on April 28, 2023, but failed to provide any responses to 23 of the 24 requests for information. Instead, the department's response contained a large amount of unrelated language related to the desire for unrelated legislation. The committee reiterated this request multiple times and updated the request to include the additional countries the administration has added to the illegal parole programs. In a meeting with DHS staff on May 16, 2023, the department stated that there was an attachment that was intended to accompany the letter that was not included. Can you tell us what steps have been taken to provide the information requested and on what timeline we might receive it?
Thank you. I understand that there was an attachment that was intended to be attached to a response to a letter that was not. The department takes its obligation to provide accurate and complete responses very seriously, and we will work to achieve that end. With respect to a timeline for additional information, this is an issue that we are working very, very hard on, and I would expect movement on this production within a very short timeline. Again, I don't want to overcommit a specific date, but I can tell you that we are tracking this very closely, and I would anticipate something very soon.
All right. I'd like to thank the witnesses for appearing today at today's hearing and the committee members for their participation. This concludes today's hearing. Without objection, members will have 5 legislative days to submit additional written questions for witnesses or additional materials for the record. Without objection, this hearing is adjourned.